Hey guys, I know it has been forever since I have uploaded, and I'm truly sorry. I really don't have I guess, a good excuse because I should have been videoing and keeping everybody updated. I'm going to give you all just kind of a quick update of everything. I am currently 35 weeks pregnant. I can tell you I do have a little bit of a reason why I haven't filmed, but probably not good enough because you all deserve an update. I did have an iPhone and it was running out of iCloud space, whatever. I think I had like the lowest gigs possible, like for storage. And it got to the point where I had so many videos and pictures on my phone, like I would have to like go through and delete a bunch of stuff just to even try to like film a 5-minute video, and I was just done with it. So I ended up getting a new phone, and I actually got a Samsung Galaxy 9 Plus, and you can actually add, about dropped you. Okay. You can add memory to it, and it's got a lot more memory on it. And please don't judge our tree back there. It's actually dead. We left it. Of course, the dogs. We left it out on the porch. It's like, Sophie, hush, baby. Okay, I'm going to try this again. The dogs may start barking. I had to start over. But about our tree, it's like, it sort of resembled, well, it did resemble like a palm tree. I forgot the technical name for it, but they don't require a lot of water or, anything to let them live. But we left them out on the porch. And it came a frost one night, and we forgot to bring them in. And this was actually a few months ago. And we have not just thrown it out yet. So, anyway. But I am, and I'm sorry if I'm out of breath. I'm 35 weeks pregnant. Everything has been going well. Very good. I think the last video I put up was of maybe what the ginger was. I can't remember if it was the ginger or I think I needed your all's opinions on names. It took us about a month to find a name that we both liked. And I was really going for a name that was easy to spell but uncommon, I guess. Like, I like different names. Well, we actually ended up picking a name that, well, for our area, it's kind of common, but I don't actually know any children with this name, the first name. Like, I know of one or two people that like have a child named this in their family, but I don't personally know a child with this name. But we did end up going with a name that was more common than not. I liked several different names, and my husband, he was always like, no, no, no. Like, we would go through all the websites possible to try to find a name, and then we just kind of, like, I found this name. I ended up mentioning it to him, even though I felt like it was too common of a name to name our son. And he liked it, but he still wasn't 100%. It took him like a couple of weeks, and then he just randomly wrote me one day or texted me while I was at work and with that name, and I was like, what about it? And he was like, I think I really like it. I've been thinking about it a lot. And so it took him a while to actually settle on a name, which I understand, it's our child, But yes, so we have a name, and I will probably do a name reveal or a slash nursery reveal because his name is in his nursery. I'm going to do that soon. So I'm going to get this video posted, which is just like a quick update. And then his nursery is almost complete. We still have a few decorations to put on the wall. But it's mostly complete. And his name is somewhere like in the room right now. And we did end up using his middle name as my dad's middle name. My dad passed away when I was 15. And that's another story that I'd like to sit down and do for you all, maybe while I'm home with the baby. About why he passed away and that sort. But his middle name, I don't know if I mentioned it before. I think I did in the other videos. Is Blaine, B-L-A-N-E. And I really like it. And it's an uncommon sort of name. I only know of one child in our area that has that name. So I really like it. I like Lane too. But I really like Blaine, and it's special to use my dad's middle name for our son. Okay, so at the end of this video, I'll do a bump shot, but I'm just going to kind of briefly go over what's been happening since the last update. I had my anatomy scan, and I don't think I went over this with you all. It was a little bit scary, I guess. My mom and and my pregnancy brain is real. I'm telling you. My mom and mother-in-law went with me to the anatomy scan. Everything was great. I didn't think that there was a problem. The ultrasound tech didn't say that there was a problem or anything. And then we get into the room with the doctor. And he tells us, which I now know this is a common thing, and more than likely it's no big deal. So at the time though, I kind of freaked out just a little bit. Basically, first off, he has an anterior placenta, which there's no problem with that. That basically just means the placenta is in the front of the baby and the baby is behind it, instead of vice versa. And then also the placenta, the cord on his placenta, instead of being in the center of the placenta where it would get the most nutrients from me to the baby, it's on the very edge of the placenta. It's called marginal cord insertion. So I kind of was like, oh no, which my doctor said not to go home and freak out. He would let me know. He would tell me if it was something that I needed to go home and worry about. He told me not to worry about, but I was going to go to a specialist and get their opinion on it and double check everything, like the blood flow from the cord and all this. And apparently your cord from the baby to the placenta normally has 3 arteries. Some babies only have 2 and everything is fine. But he did have the 3 arteries. The blood flow was good. He was measuring just fine. I can't remember. Yeah, I honestly cannot remember how much he weighed at that time. I have it wrote down, but he was measuring like he should. He was actually measuring in the 70th percentile. So they didn't think that there was any issue. Basically, you have to monitor something like that and you get extra ultrasounds, which is a plus. You get to see how much your baby is growing and kind of just monitor the cord thing, is all the doctor said that would probably amount to. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Okay. So I go to the specialist. It was like an hour and a half away from me because we live in a small town. Sorry, it looks blurry. Okay. they gave me some of the best pictures I could have ever imagined. Like, they gave me like 11 ultrasound pictures of my baby, and they were all like amazing. Like, the technology, I guess, they had there. Baby was great. He had grown more. I didn't have to go to the specialist till about 3 weeks later. All he recommended is that I didn't have to come back to him, just to have ultrasound once a month with my normal doctor. So that's what we've been doing. Baby has grown a lot. He is now in the 86th percentile. At 34 weeks, I had my last ultrasound, and he was weighing 6'3" already. And I'm a tiny person. You all, if you all are subscribed to my channel, I'm sure you can tell I'm smaller. Like, right now, I just have pajamas on and like yoga pants. But, yeah. So they're thinking he's going to be over 8 pounds. I also have my back issues that I've talked about before in the past. I have rods in my back due to scoliosis. I still don't have a birth plan, which has freaked me out just a little bit. But this coming up Tuesday, I do go talk to an anesthesiologist. He will look at my back, tell me what our options seem to be. And at this point, with his growth, like how he is really big for his gestational age, I guess. And the fact that the placenta's in the front, so if I try to have him vaginally with no epidural or no drugs, I would more than likely have back labor, where he has been laying on my back, and I have had a lot of back pain the past few weeks. And along with maybe not even getting any meds at all. I am going to try to pull for a C-section, and I know some like parent or moms to be or already parents, would be like, why do you want to have a C-section, blah blah blah. This is just our opinion of everything that's going on with the size of me. I'm smaller. He is larger, and actually his head is measuring 96%. And with just everything going on. With that being said, if I can't get an epidural, which means if they tell me I can't get an epidural, which my doctor thinks that I can't get an epidural, then that means I can't get a spinal, which means I will have to be put to sleep and then do the C-section, which I don't want to be put to sleep. Like, I want to be awake when my baby is born. But I'm also realistic, and I have to do what's best for my child to get him safely into the world. And us both be safe and healthy. So, that is a quick update. So, Tuesday, I am hoping to know more on what's going on. And one of my doctors, there's like 2 doctors and a nurse practitioner. One of my doctors thinks that, based on everything, she thinks that it'll be a C-section anyways. I would just hate, and the reason being that I want to go this route, if I can't have an epidural, is I would hate to be in labor for hours upon hours and try to push, and he gets stuck, and then I end up in emergency C-section anyways, and I have no pain medicine during that time. Like, to me, that seems more harmful, I guess, to me and the baby. But this is also my opinion too. So, I'm not a professional, I'm not a doctor, but I will express my opinion, when I go to see the anesthesiologist. He may actually take a back x-ray too. I don't know, but I'm not really nervous for it. I'm just ready to know, like, what we need to plan, because right now I don't have a plan, and I'm 35 weeks and 2 days. I could go into labor at any time, and don't have a plan. You know, if it happened, my water broke today, I would have to go into the hospital and tell every single person that enters my room, hey, I have rods in my back. Hey, I have rods in my back. Like, we would have to get the anesthesiologist there ASAP and come up with a plan then, I guess. But anyways, I'm going to give you a little bump shot, and I will, sorry, I'm in the recliner. Oh. And I'm at the point where I'm kind of, that was my belly growling. Excuse me. I'm kind of getting a lot miserable. It's hard for me to get up and down, or when I lay down and get up, it's pretty rough. I've gained 26 pounds. I went from 115 to 142 right now, which isn't bad. I'm just going to raise my shirt up and show you all. Yep. He is big like his daddy. This is it. So I still have 4 to 5 weeks left to go. Everybody thinks like there's no way you can go that way or that long, and you're huge now, which it is what it is. He's going to come when he's supposed to come, and God knows the date he will be born. So, and I'm not worrying about any of it. I'm leaving it in God's hands, because I know everything will be just fine. But that is it. So I will update you all more on after we talk to the anesthesiologist Tuesday and my doctor. I have 2 appointments that day. So, and then I will also be showing you all the nursery slash his name, soon. So thank you all. And I hope that you all accept my apology, even though I really don't have a good reason. I'm just going to tell you I really don't have a good reason as to why I shouldn't have updated you all sooner. Thanks you all, and have a great Saturday. And we will catch up next week. Bye, guys.